Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy TKD1 here, back in your PlayStation Source, and of course a brand new month is on the horizon with June incoming. That means that a brand new month of 2 PS Plus games that you'll be able to redeem if you are a PS Plus subscriber. So without further ado, let's get right into these two massive games. Now we'll go over in reverse order on the blog, and starting off with, of course, Call of Duty WW2, which did get announced earlier in the week. I just decided to just wait until the other game got announced before I made the video, just to make it all concise and make it all just coherent for everyone here on the channel. So starting off here, Call of Duty WW2, it's a return in the past in more ways than one, as Call of Duty more than reimagines the theater of war that first inspired the blockbuster franchise. In the game-driven campaign, play a pivotal frontline role across Europe and multiple missions directly inspired by key moments from the real-world conflict. Switch over to multiplayer to battle it out alongside and against other players. And this game, Call of Duty WW2, as well as the other game that we will talk about in a moment, will be available until July 6th. And so Call of Duty WW2 in its heyday was an interesting game upon release in terms of how people thought about it, with it getting a 79% on Metacritic, so not the highest score, you know what I'm saying, but also, you know, not the lowest score in the world. And so me personally, as a avid Call of Duty fan, World War II, at least in launch, in between the months of launch and around March or April, was where the game was in pretty rough shape, and I didn't really like it that much. I love the campaign. I will stand by that campaign to this day. I really think that if you were to download Call of Duty World War II, the first thing you should do is play that single player, because that campaign, it is absolutely insane. It is one of the best Call of Duty campaigns we've gotten ever, you know what I'm saying? So definitely Call of Duty World War II is definitely worth it just for the story alone, but the multiplayer wasn't really working with me until they did that massive shift. So there was, I believe, executive changes and management changes within the studio over there at Sledgehammer Games, and apparently a lot of people swear by the multiplayer after that whole shift. And so apparently right now it's a really good multiplayer. I can say for myself, I thought it was just okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had some issues with it, but overall a lot of people claim that the multiplayer right now is great, even though it wasn't that great when it first launched. And by the way, this is also available right now. It has been available for a few days now, I think ever since Monday, and I did just want to just wait until we got the other game as well, so you can download this game right now tonight as you're watching this video and experience it for yourself. So let's go on to the next game. Next up here, as a long-time fan of this franchise, I love this game. This game has made a great 180, one of the greatest comeback stories of this generation. That is none other than Star Wars Battlefront 2. Meet your destiny as Luke Skywalker on Death Star 2. Get boots on the ground in massive Clone Wars conflicts. Lead the First Order to dominance as Kylo Ren. Rebel against the Empire. Crush the Resistance. Join the action and enjoy more than 25 free game updates since launch, including online co-op, massive offline battles against AI foes in instant action, and the non-linear multiplayer tug-of-war between planetary services and capital ships in capital supremacy. Be the hero in the ultimate Star Wars battle fantasy. And also just keep it up in mind, unlike Call of Duty World War II, this game will be made available for free on June 2nd next week. And so you gotta wait a little bit more on that game, but I'm telling you, the wait is worth it in spite of the Metacritic score that this game did garner, which was a 68. Obviously, you know, Battlefront 2 was in the middle of that microtransaction fiasco back in 2017 when it first came out, but I'm telling you guys, I promise you, if you guys believe anything I say, Battlefront 2 is immensely great right now in the current day. It is absolutely a fantastic package, especially if you are a Star Wars fan. You're going to appreciate this game so much more if you're a fan. There's so many good nods. There's so many good assets in the game. The game is gorgeous. It's so fun to play. Battlefront 2 is one of the greatest multiplayer experiences of this generation, and it is extremely underrated as a comeback story in the modern day in terms of gaming. I'm telling you guys, Battlefront 2 is immensely great. I really implore everyone to go check it out. Even as well, that single player. The single player is canon as well, if you guys are wondering, and it is just a really good lore-based campaign. It's not the best gameplay-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will admit that out there. You know, gameplay-wise, it's not the best. It's not really that, you know, all that fun from time to time, but overall, for the lore and for the story, it is a pretty cool story that adds a lot of depth to the overall Star Wars story. And so just as Call of Duty World War II is available up until this date, Battlefront 2 is also going to be available up until July 6th. And so you will be able to, once again, redeem Call of Duty World War II and Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the month of June 2020 if you are a PS Plus subscriber. And so definitely, if you guys are interested in playing these games, just do your due diligence, add to the library, make sure you keep yourself in check, and make sure you keep yourself, just aware that, hey, you have these games in your library just in case one day you want to go back to them, you have access to them for free. And that has been all, guys, for this very, very good month of PS Plus for June 2020. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you guys think about this month? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Does it make up for last month's pretty mediocre games? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And make sure also, while you are down there, to check out our description where you can find our Discord, our Twitter, as well as our Anchor link to listen to our long form content and podcast format. That, of course, being Road to Part 2 and a slew of other different podcasts as well. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as stay subscribed to places and sources to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.